So you just had the most amazing thrift trip ever. You may have found some Levi's, a vintage blazer, a silk dress, and even some shoes. But now it all needs to be washed. You start looking at those tags and you wonder, how do those YouTube thrift girls wash those clothes? They must take them to the dry cleaners, right? And you think to yourself, man, I'll burn all those clothes before I spend money on dry cleaning. But before you go lighting anything on fire, I'm Angelina and this is Blueprint DIY, where we remake our clothes to be just as unique as us. And I do it mostly out of thrift store clothes, which definitely need to be cleaned before I take them apart. So if you want to know how to keep that dry cleaning money in your pocket, this video is for you.
Okay, so first thing we're going to do is evaluate all the labels and separate the clothes according to how they need to be washed. For those that can be washed in the washing machine, just wash them according to the label. But what if you need to spot clean before you wash or dry clean them? I love to use either Ajax or OxiClean. I just put a little water directly on the stain, and then a little Ajax or oxygen bleach, and use the fabric to rub the stain out. Then I rinse and voila! Ajax very rarely lets me down.
Okay, today I want to know, what are you guys' tips and tricks for cleaning your thrift store clothes or cleaning any clothes? Let me know in the description box below. It'll definitely help somebody else out. And also for my subscribers, definitely watch to the end because I have something very special for you guys.
Okay, so what about dry clean only clothes? I only dry clean them at home. I started off using the DRYEL dry clean at home system. It comes with a spray to spot treat and a wet cloth that you put in the bag with your clothes. Then you put it in the dryer for about 30 minutes. I've had really good results with this, except it only comes with 2 little wet cloths. So I researched how to make my own. I just mixed 1 cup of warm water, 1/4 cup of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of borax, 1 teaspoon of oxygen bleach, and a couple drops of lavender. The recipe is in the description box as well as all the products from this video. Then I put a clean cloth in the mixture. I use flour sack towels, but you can definitely use a clean washcloth. Then I put up to about 3 dry clean items in my sack, or you can use a zip top pillowcase and put it in the dryer for 30 minutes. And I'll definitely show you all the results at the end. And how about silk? It's actually really simple. I just hand wash it with a dab of Ajax. Then rinse well and lay on a dry towel. Roll it up in the towel and keep rolling the towel to get as much of the water out as possible. Then I hang it up to air dry until it's just damp. Then I just iron it with no steam. When you iron it, it restores the silky feel. If you don't iron it while it's damp, it'll feel really stiff once it's dry. I believe this also works on linen. Alright, so what about your shoes? Ew. So I really just like to throw my sneakers in the wash with some oxygen bleach, but for this video I'll show you guys the long process. To get the exterior dirt off, I like to use a magic eraser and maybe a little OxiClean. It makes the soles look super white. I can also use a toothbrush and toothpaste as well. Now for the insides. I spray both antibacterial spray and antifungal spray in my shoes if they're cloth. If they're hard, I wipe them with an antibacterial wipe and then spray them with both sprays. Yay! And for these, I'll just use a little oxygen bleach to get out this red crayon spot and then spray suede cleaner on them and use the brush that's been provided.
Now to all my thrift addicted subscribers, I want you guys to send me videos of yourself telling your most amazing thrift horror stories. I have a couple and I know you guys have some doozies, and in a couple of weeks I am going to share mine as well as a few of you guys on a live video. I'm so excited. All the details are in the description box, so definitely go check that out.
So now all my clothes are clean and I kept all that dry cleaning money in my pocket. I can wear my clothes or even upcycle them in a major way. If you want to see more of my epic thrift finds, click this top playlist. And if you want to see my all-time favorite upcycles, click the bottom playlist. And don't forget to subscribe for all my thrifting and upcycling secrets.
And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.